Hello, this is more than just a medical video. It is a vital conversation about the future of your brain. Dementia isn't something that happens in a single day. It is a process that can last for decades, remaining completely unnoticed. Today, we will break down the early signs that 90% of people dismiss as simple fatigue or just getting older. But the cost of making that mistake is far too high. Early detection can give you years of independent life. In this deep dive, we will explore everything from the hidden biological changes to the specific behaviors you must not ignore. Let's start with the basics. What is actually happening inside your head when you start to forget? Your brain is a massive network of billions of connections. It is the most complex communication system we know. It's crucial to understand. Dementia is not a normal part of aging. It is a pathological disease. Forgetting where you put your glasses is just age. Forgetting what your glasses are for, that's a warning signal. At the biological level, specific proteins begin to accumulate, preventing your neurons from communicating. Amazingly, these changes begin 15 to 20 years before you ever set foot in a doctor's office. It's like a fog that slowly settles over a city. At first, you see everything. Then, only the outlines remain. Now, let's move to the most important part. What does this look like in real life? Let's analyze the symptoms. Number 1. Memory loss that disrupts daily life. You forget important dates or events over and over again. Number 2. Challenges in planning or solving problems. A simple recipe becomes an impossible quest. You look at the steps, 1, 2, 3, and suddenly you lose the understanding of how they connect. Number 3. Difficulty completing familiar tasks. For instance, forgetting the rules of your favorite card game. What you did on autopilot for years suddenly requires immense effort and concentration. Number 4. Confusion with time or place. You might forget what season it is or how you even got here. Future, past, present. The boundaries begin to blur, creating a constant sense of anxiety. Number 5. Trouble understanding visual images and spatial relationships. This isn't about vision, it's about the brain. It becomes hard to judge distance, determine color, or understand contrast, making driving dangerous. Number 6. New problems with words in speaking or writing. You stop mid-sentence and have no idea how to continue. Words escape you. You call things by the wrong name, using strange descriptive phrases instead. Number 7. Misplacing things and losing the ability to retrace your steps. Keys in the freezer is not a joke. This happens not because you are absent-minded, but because the brain can no longer rewind your actions. Number 8. Decreased or poor judgment. For example, spending large sums on scams or neglecting hygiene. Critical thinking weakens, making a person vulnerable to scammers and irrational decisions. Number 9. Withdrawal from work or social activities. A person begins to quietly disappear from friends and family. This isn't pure depression. It's a fear of not being able to handle social norms that have become too complex. Number 10. Changes in mood and personality. You may become suspicious, fearful, or depressed for no reason. The person you've known your whole life can suddenly become a complete stranger. This is the hardest part. We've covered the signs. Now, let's talk about why this happens and what science tells us today. Inside the neurons, tangles form. On the outside, plaques. They literally suffocate brain cells, starving them of nutrition. Chronic inflammation also plays a major role. Our immune system begins to attack our own brain. It's like a fire that slowly smolders under the skin, destroying everything in its path. Our task is to extinguish it. Of course, genetics are important, but they are not a sentence. Genes are only 30% of the risk. The other 70% is in your hands. Your lifestyle is how you water your brain. We can compensate for bad luck. Let's move to practice. What can you start doing today to protect your mind? The concept of cognitive reserve is your reserve parachute. The more you learn, the stronger this parachute is. Learning a new language or a musical instrument at 60 is the best workout. It creates new signaling pathways. If one bridge is destroyed by disease, the brain can redirect traffic across the new ones you've built. Everything that is good for the heart is good for the brain. High blood pressure is the main enemy of your vessels. Healthy vessels ensure oxygen delivery. Without it, neurons die in minutes. Control your blood pressure. Sleep is when your brain literally washes out toxic proteins. Lack of sleep is a direct path to risk. During sleep, spinal fluid cleans the tissues. It's like the night shift of cleaners in a large office center. The Mind Diet isn't marketing. It is a scientifically proven way to reduce Alzheimer's risk by 50%. Antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids are the building materials for your membranes. Add them to your diet. Loneliness kills the brain faster than smoking. Social connections are the ultimate challenge for our intelligence. When you joke, debate, or share stories, your brain works at maximum capacity. Do not close yourself off. If you notice the signs we've discussed, don't be afraid. See a neurologist. Early help is a victory. Modern tests can identify issues at a stage when much can still be changed. Knowledge is power, not fear. Look at the example of Vladimir. At 65, he began confusing names. His family didn't wait for the worst. They changed his diet, he started dancing, and controlled his pressure. 5 years later, he is in great shape. Dementia is not the end of the road. It is a new challenge that can and must be fought. We live in an era of breakthroughs. Every day, scientists find new ways to treat and slow the disease. The future looks much brighter than it did 10 years ago. Let's summarize. Monitor your memory, don't ignore disorientation, and pay close attention to personality shifts. Sleep, proper food, movement, and communication. These are your 4 horsemen of protection. Use them. Subscribe to the channel for more vital health lessons. Share this video with those you care about. Thank you for being with me. Until next time. Take care of your brain. You only have one.